Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Yani nakwambia, Denis Itumbi aliaibika vibaya sana leo at Citizen TV. Pale interview, the comedian and the content creator, Juguna, decided to embarrass, of course, Denis Itumbi live on camera. He's saying in front of Denis Itumbi that this government is literally measuring in some minor issues that they spend a lot of their time discussing, but in real sense, what they should be measuring in as majority or major issues is not as per this government. I want you to listen to Juguna roasting Denis Itumbi live on camera. But before we watch, as you always do, ensure you like the video. And like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel, because sometimes you watch and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder. As you watch, please consider liking the video. Thank you so much for that like.
Bush.
Yes.
You're a well-known actor. You're a well-known actor.
Am I? I think what I'd say is what we're having is a government of major minor.
Of major?
Minor. We are majoring in minor issues. What we are discussing, we wouldn't be discussing. We are not supposed to be discussing what we are discussing now, because that's a minor issue. We've always done that. We had Shackles of Doom, same culprit.
Yeah. And the same play right here.
Same culprit, yeah. So we had that, and we always had that, because again, art is the mirror of the society. Kioo cha jamii. So whatever we are talking about, it's something that we have. I'll take you back to Kifo Kisimani, where we are talking about Mtemi Bokono. Tunaweza sema in this case Bonoko. Mtemi Bonoko ana expect kuimbiwa nyimbo za sifa. There is a Batu who is the advisor to the Mtemi. Mtemi is the sultan in this case. Batu tells him, watu wako na wewe. Then they go to the meeting, they realize people are not coming. They were told to wait in Mingamiwili so that they come as a group. Why are not people coming? They are saying, hatukubalishi kunywa maji kwa kisima. Is it something that we can attest to now? In the same book, there is somewhere Askari 1 and 2. One Askari is for the people, the other is not for the people. The Askari 2 who is not for the people, ask who are those coming? Askari 1 says, ni bibi yako anakuja kuimbia nyimbo za mapenzi. So this is what they are learning in school. So first of all, this is not politics. It's what they are learning in class. Kitabu cha tamthilia. That's what they are doing. And it's examinable by the Kenya National Examination Council. Now, that is what they are learning. Outside, as he said, there are kids who went, maybe in some time, they were tear gas somewhere in Langata. They were told, now, we are going to give you laptops. They never saw them. Now they're in high school. They are 3 years away, because at most, I think they are 15, 16, 17. So in 3 years' time, the time now we are saying 2027, Kumi Bila break, is when these kids are ready to vote. So they might know a thing or two. And we are seeing, now I have a problem with what we are saying about TSC compliant teachers. Now tell me, do we also get watchmen who are TSC compliant? We have the non-teaching staff in school, and there is a reason why we have TSC. The other day, they were short in numbers of teachers. So if they are short in numbers of teachers, when it comes to drama and other co-curricular activity, we're talking about football, don't you think it's also fair these guys take what they are doing? Because now what we are doing is we are realizing just now that we have pedophiles in those teachers, which is wrong. And as we are going through that route, what happens to the young arts, the young sportsmen and women who this country, every time they are running, we are behind them, and it starts at the secondary school, so to speak. So my problem is first with the verification of the drama teachers as a group. 2, I fear for these people, whoever it is, because we are saying watoto wanatumiwa vibaya. Then basi huyu mtu akona nguvu, because watoto wanatumiwa vibaya. Kidogo journalist wanatumiwa vibaya. Si tuliona wakizima kamera, you wonder why a whole professor of law will say zima kamera, kwani anaoga nje. Aya two, but let me finish. Every time the doctors wanatumiwa vibaya. The other day the clergy inatumiwa vibaya. Kwani kila mtu anatumiwa vibaya. So in my own opinion, I feel it was really unfair to go to that extent where you're even bringing friendly policemen to come and deal with school children. For me, well, we have other issues in Baringo. Every time we have security issues, kids are doing boarding, not by kupenda, it's just because we don't have security. So they're in boarding school, in day school, because of lack of security. The other contingent, iko Haiti. I don't want to go there. But I feel we are majoring in minor issues. Like, for example, as he said about the Grammys, why do we need the Grammys? First of all, the arts we have, we live from mouth, is it hand to mouth?
Hand to mouth.
Yeah, from one gig to the other. Before we go to the Grammys,
Yes.
we live from, so we are majoring in minor, those are minor issues. Can we focus on the issues at hand? When we're talking about TSC compliance, is it CBC compliance? Some schools don't even have desks. And we are talking about we need teachers who are TSC.
We don't even have
and the
classes
TSC,
in some places.
yeah, and the TSC
You
letter.
saw those stories in Baringo, eh?
Yeah.
You saw the guy taking us through Baringo.
No,
But Dennis,
Jeff,
let me ask you this question before.
The way you've watched, now Crazy Kennar decided that he was going to hit hard also on, of course, the issue of the government. And so, Denis Itumbi was also stranded as Crazy Kennar also injected the government hardly. Then I want to tell you, yani kila mtu wako crazy and they don't want this government. Kwani serikali imefanyia watu nini? Listen to Crazy Kennar.
Crazy Kennar, give us some final thoughts going forward.
Okay, to me, first of all, I will take my words to the fourth estate, the media itself. Maybe I believe sometime you should remove the cameras away from these guys. Because
From these politicians?
Yes.
yeah, because the more you put it on them, the more they become famous, the more they enjoy what they are doing. So if you start, maybe if you take away the audience they have, we might have a nation where people are working to do work, not to be famous. Then another thing, Itumbi, at least you have seen how defending some things is very hard, you know. And one day, maybe if you see it, you grow old, I think you might watch yourself in a TV and be like, wow, was this me? So before somebody is a politician, somebody is a human being. Yeah, so these are just masks everyone is wearing here, but when you go home now, you remind yourself of who you are. And lastly, to that young boy who's watching, I've been in content creation for now 7 years, and I'm on a journey to win the Oscar Awards. And all this through, I've been doing it, not thinking about what is the government saying, what's the plan of the government. I believe that that young boy at home, just do whatever you are doing, whether you are learning to be a teacher, whether you're learning to be a doctor, a screenwriter. Just make sure that, Martin Luther said that when you sweep, let their people come and say there was once a great sweeper there. Just do it, forget about these people, because these people have a lot of political scores to settle. By the time they are done, you'll be waiting there, and you'll feel like you are they have not changed your life.
Yeah. So like Lupita, your dreams are valid.
Yes.
Hey, Crazy Kennar. Cheza kama wewe.
On the same note, remember Cle Malala was also in that interview. Cle Malala was so crazy on Denis Itumbi. So Denis Itumbi was like a one man among these individuals, and he never believed what he saw with his two eyes, because sometimes it was easy for him to defend the government, and sometimes even you see him being told to defend the government is not easy. Listen to Cle Malala.
Cle Malala.
I will sum up by saying, as I take Itumbi's apology, I invite him to invite his boss to do a fatherly act, because let it not end at apologizing, because what he's doing is basically what the Englishmen call verbose hemorrhage. Just using your verbal cavity to express yourself, and it ends at that. I would like William Ruto to do the fatherly act of inviting Butere Girls High School, having a talk to them, having closure with them. Thereafter, let those girls be allowed to film their play in their original form and upload it on YouTube for history purposes. We cannot remain silent when the rights of the girls, of Butere girls, have been infringed. We want, after the apology, let them now walk the talk, so that we believe that whatever Itumbi was saying was the truth and not a lie.
Denis Itumbi.
Now, I want to say this. In a matter of fact, let us call a spade, not a big spoon. Why? Because clearly, if you can tell, and I can remind you, Denis Itumbi was having a hard time defending William Ruto's government in that interview. Because everyone was like, no, we must tell you the truth. We must inject. So they thought like, these content creators are going to defend the government of the day, because already they were lied to. They were even called in some meetings in State House. But again, in Juguna, they're coming out to say, no, this was not as per our expectations. So our duty here is to inject. So I love how Itumbi was embarrassed. He was trying to defend the government. Akishika na meno yote lakini wapi. These individuals turned hostile against him live on camera. He's being told, remember one thing, we don't understand how this government is operating. You know, every now and then, kina nani wanatumiwa vibaya, pastors wanatumiwa vibaya, sijui nini wanatumiwa. Yani kila mtu anatumiwa vibaya. It is so crazy. What do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Bye bye till you meet in another video.